We had a beautiful meal together. It was some great southern fried chicken and some other things. And then we gathered again after that. And we had an interesting discussion, this time on things that we brought that we thought were really important to us and reminded us of the communities that we joined. And so you can imagine the medals that came out, crosses, and also that we had rings, we had pins and cassock or habit that reminded people of this. Also plaques that had their community symbol on it and what it meant. We also had a lot of people bringing books that had their constitution or mission or charism. In and through it all, though, I think afterwards we were able to encapsulate within just a few words what it was that our community brought to the church that perhaps other communities didn't bring in the same way. We also talked about the importance of having joy and being at peace, comfortable in our own shoes, and how that is important in our own formation. So that when we are working with young people or people in midlife, that we'll be more open and more helpful to them because we'll have already done our homework with ourselves. And I found it particularly interesting that one of the sisters, Sister Mary Jo, said, if a community isn't at home with itself, it often has trouble attracting young people because they join and they get confused because, this person says this person says that, and they notice, they really don't feel at home with each other, so how can I feel at home here? Another interesting point that came up was our leader, Connie. She said, it's ultimately about freeing, these young people. There's so many things they're trapped by or imprisoned by or influenced by that aren't healthy for them. And we're there to free them so they can discern what God's calling them to. And at the end of the day, they've discovered their deepest desires and they feel comfortable within the communities they're drawn to just be themselves. She says ultimately when we're free, we can just be ourselves. And we don't have to apologize. We don't have to worry, what other people are thinking. We feel, supported and loved, kind of unconditionally, And I thought that was interesting to be free that way.